Sometimes all we can do is cry out during the storms raging in life. It says sometimes God calms the storms, sometimes he lets the storms rage and calms his child. We can cry out to God anytime because he is in control, even when we're not. In Matthew chapter 8, verses 23 through 27, we read how Jesus traveled with his disciples on Lake Galilee. Then he got into the boat, and his disciples followed him. Suddenly, a furious storm came up on the lake, so that the waves swept over the boat. But Jesus was sleeping. The disciples went and woke him, saying, "Lord, save us, we're going to drown." He replied, "You of little faith, why are you so afraid?" Then he got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. The men were amazed and asked, "What kind of man is this? Even the winds and the waves obey him." Imagine how it felt to be in the boat with Jesus, who was asleep and at peace, while his followers battled a terrible storm. Scholars tell us that because Lake Galilee is situated below sea level and surrounded by mountains high above, a funnel is created where high winds coming through whip up waters that don't easily calm down. But when the disciples cried out to Jesus, he instantly calmed the waves. What does this mean to you and me? Can Christ's presence in our lives still the storms that swoop in and rage? The chaos that arises in our home, community, workplace, world? Yes, he can. And he can calm us when we simply cry out to him in our hearts, in our prayers, and even when we don't utter a single word. He's with us in our storms because he remains the same all-powerful God. Jesus. Sometimes that's the only prayer we can utter. And it's enough for God to calm us in our situations as we trust in him.